The Memphis City Council is already looking ahead to their second meeting of the new year, January 23rd, and for the first time in its 55-year history, women hold the majority on the council. Live at 9 has invited each new and returning councilwoman to discuss this historic moment. And joining us this morning, District 1 Council Member Rhonda Logan. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Okay, the first question I'm asking every lady is just how this feels to be part of history.
It feels amazing. I'm so excited about being on this body of professional women, mothers. We come from diverse backgrounds, and not only for the strength and unity that we have, but also for the compassion in which we'll be able to approach issues and the collaborative way in which we'll meet the needs of the community. So I'm very excited about all we'll bring to the table, all of the different walks of life. We can bring those and converge to legislation.
Well, I don't know if the first meeting happened this week, and usually the first meeting is not so intense where, I mean, you're deciding whether or not you want to approve the police chief, the fire director, and such big moments. But can you talk about the most controversial of that day, which was there was a rejection of C.J. Davis after being appointed by Mayor Young. And can you just talk about your vote and why you voted that way?
Well, my vote, I voted that way because of the information, a number of things. There was information that came out that I felt was important to unpack. And so at that moment, I didn't feel that I had all the information to vote no. That was not a non-binding vote. We will come back and vote, in full council, and that gives me opportunity to really unpack some of the things that were shared, as well as to look at I want to be collaborative with the new administration. Everyone wants change, and he campaigned on change, and she was his choice, and we want to make certain that we support and put us in the best light for change. Also, constituents that, throughout my district, I'm hearing people are very concerned about crime, and he's going to be in that seat. And he'll be the one to determine which way that goes. So we do have another meeting coming up that will, some of the votes may change. It depends on the information that continues to come forth and unpacking that.
Yeah, and just to clarify, you voted in support of keeping C.J. Davis, and then there is another vote. Let's talk about the areas that you cover and what is on your radar for this year. You're in both Raleigh and Cordova, and there's one thing that was interesting to me is green spaces are important to you. Can you
Absolutely.
talk about that?
Right. We have a park in Raleigh, and I say we because I also live there,
yeah.
But that is 260 acres, and it's a hidden gem, and it's really important to me to have spaces and places that families can utilize without there being having to have funds or a lot of money to get outside and to have spaces that you can be a kid, that you can run and play. The Greenway goes through that park, and so I'm very involved in green spaces in all of our areas. With so much going on, mental health and post-pandemic, all of those things affect crime, public safety rather. And so public safety is one issue that I will be building on at the community level. How to empower communities and neighborhoods to keep safe, how to be neighbors again, how to look out for each other, and funding that can be funded toward communities and neighborhoods, such as the crime prevention grant that's out there. How can we expand opportunities like that to bring this conversation to the neighborhood level and help people feel safe where they live and where they raise their families? Not only the citywide, but we got to kind of drill down and give people support so they feel more comfortable and empowered.
And so I know you've worked with CLRB. Does that continue, and what is the work that you want to do there, and anything else that you're thinking about coming in the coming year?
I have worked with CLRB in the past. I'm reassigned to another committee or another area now, but I do think it's important for citizens to have a voice in what happens in law enforcement, and to have a place that they can go to hear to be heard, rather, when things are done that they feel are not right or unjust. So I do think that that is very important. I will be continue to be a part of the conversation, even though I'm not on CLRB anymore. And there's no longer a CLRB, but there will be a citizen review board. And so I'm looking forward to unpacking that as we move forward in this year, and just really getting in there and aligning with administration, getting things settled so we can move forward as a city. We can move forward and build on the strengths that this new administration will bring and create that alliance between us as legislators as well as administration, because that's what our city needs and that's what they elected us for.
All right. Well, Councilwoman Logan, thank you for sitting on the red couch with me.
Thank you for having me.
We really appreciate your time and your service. Thank you.
Thank you as well.